Imagine a boy, barely a teen, swinging a pickaxe in the choking darkness of a coal mine, his small hands blistered, his lungs already black with dust. $1 for every ton he hauls to the surface. That boy would grow into a man who spoke with his eyes, who carried the weight of silence like armor, and who, near the end of a brutal life, whispered a secret admiration for another survivor of hard times. This is the story of a legend who rarely opened up until one name made him speak. He came into the world on a bitter November day in 1921, in a forgotten speck of Pennsylvania where the earth itself seemed to groan under the weight of endless labor. 11th of 15 mouths to feed, born to parents who'd crossed oceans to escape starvation only to meet it again in America's underbelly. Home was a cramped shack that rattled with coughs and hunger. When his father dropped dead in the shafts, the boy became the man too soon. Down in the pits before sunrise, muscles burning, dreams buried under layers of grime, every swing of the shovel etched toughness into his bones. A quiet fury that would one day stare down the camera. War called next. He answered without hesitation, trading coal dust for gunpowder. 25 missions over enemy skies, bullets ripping through metal, through flesh. A purple heart pinned to a chest, still healing. The boy who once shoveled for pennies now risked everything for strangers half a world away, disciplined forged in fire, courage worn like a second skin. When the planes finally landed for good, he carried those lessons, Homan's unbreakable dot, back on American soil. Something unexpected stirred. Art classes on a veteran's stipend. A stage light that felt warmer than any mine lamp. He shed the old surname, the one that raised red flags in McCarthy's Hollywood, and stepped into auditions with nothing but raw presence. Bit parts at first nameless faces in forgettable frames. But directors noticed the jawline carved from granite, the gaze that pinned you in place. War, pictures, westerns, anything needing a man who looked like he'd already lived the story. Slow climb, supporting player in wax museums and dusty salutes. Then a gangster role that cracked the door, wide open Machine Gun Kelly, all snarling menace, wrapped in quiet pain. Europe discovered him before America fully did. Across the Atlantic, he wasn't just an actor, he was a working man's hero, a harmonica in the desert wind, a single note carrying a lifetime of vengeance, one film, one stare, and the world knew his name. The 70s crowned him. Box office king in a decade drowning in crime headlines. A Mile-Menard architect turned avenging angel after tragedy shatters his family. Crowds cheered as he walked dark streets, delivering justice the law couldn't. Sequels followed, each darker, each more desperate. Critics sneered. Audiences lined up. Anyway, he never apologized. The man who once earned $1 a ton now commanded millions yet still painted in silence at a seaside ranch, built furniture with calloused hands, cherished the wife who soft his edges. If this story touches your heart, please share it. She was his anchor. Brave, taken too soon by a cruel disease. He nursed her through every treatment, every fading day, until the house grew too quiet. Friends saw the jokes he saved for family, the sketches he hid from the world. The tough guy on screen was tender off it, loyal to the marrow. Age crept in regardless. Roles thinned. health frayed. Alzheimer's stole memories, the way mines once stole breath. On an August afternoon in 2003, the heart that powered 1,000 fight scenes finally stopped. Official cause: lungs drowned in cancer and smoke. A heart too tired to pump. The boy from the pits laid to rest under Vermont pines. Marker simple as his words. He never gossiped, never chased headlines. So when reporters late in life asked about a certain easygoing star from Oklahoma, jaws dropped at the reply. He didn't act tough. The legend rest. He just was. Short sentences, heavy as iron, in a town built on smoke and mirrors. Authenticity was currency, and this man spent his wisely, both carved from the same blue-collar stone. One survived frozen foxholes in Korea. The other, suffocating shafts in Pennsylvania. No shared billing, no late-night bar stories, yet a nod across crowded sets. Different flavors of real. One all charm and quick grins, the other coiled steel and silence. I was stone, he admitted. He was sunlight. But honest both of us, on the prison yard of that famous escape flick, while egos jockeyed for camera love, the Oklahoman simply showed up, did the work, vanished into the role. No stunt, no strut, that more than any blockbuster earned the highest praise a stoic could give. Suspense hangs here. What drove a man so private to speak at all? Maybe the mirror of shared scars. Maybe the ache of watching Hollywood crown phonies while real ones faded. No rivalry, he shrugged. We weren't playing the same game. Then, softer, wish there were more like him. This place might not rot so fast. 2 icons, 2 lifetimes of grit. One final verdict delivered in a hospital room, voice gravel over pain. You can't fake lived in. He wore it. The harmonica fell silent. The vigilante holstered his rage, yet the words linger, a tribute wrapped in restraint. Respect forged in the same fires that shaped them both. Their era dimmed with him, raw masculinity unpolished by PR. Strength earned, not advertised. From coal dust to cedar groves, he walked the path fully, leaving footprints too deep to fill. If his quiet salute to a fellow traveler moved you, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and share this story wide. Let's keep real heroes in the light.